Unsolved Mysteries of the CMS, brought to you by the Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show. In this episode, can a 400-pound man ski? In this edition of Unsolved Mysteries of the CMS, we will explore whether a 400-pound part-time internet radio DJ can even get on 2 pieces of wood and ski anywhere on the planet Earth. Story starts with a man in suburban Ohio who worked as a part-time internet radio DJ known as Angry Aiken. Over time, he ballooned to over 400 pounds, eating convenience store food from the business sheets on a daily basis. One night on his radio show, he made shocking claims that he was actually active Aiken, and he enjoyed skiing. Many online chat rooms and forums became abuzz with people from the CMS asking, could a 400-pound man actually ski? For this segment, we contacted the United States Coast Guard commander, who agreed to go on the record, but only anonymously. Thank you for coming on tonight's show, Commander. We only have one question for you. Is there a vessel strong enough to get a 400-pound man out of the water to water ski?
Well, first off, I want to thank you for having me on the show. I'm glad I could help you. Unfortunately, I don't know of any water vessel, any cutter currently in the United States Coast Guard fleet that would have the engine power, the horsepower, the torque and strength to hoist a 400-pound payload out of the water, especially to water ski.
So what you're saying, Commander, is that this feat is not even possible.
That is correct. I don't think it would be possible. The laws of physics would take over, and the amount of force might cause the skier to have their arms either dislocated from the shoulders or ripped entirely from their torsos, which would be a horrific scene that no one would want to see. Any cutter would not have the power to pull such a weight, and any freighter or barge or tugboat would not go fast enough to get the person up to skiing speed. In my opinion, this is not something that's even possible.
So not only is it not advised, but it's not even possible, and if it were, it could be catastrophically dangerous to the person attempting to ski at 400 pounds.
Yes, and even if they were to get out of the water, if they were to crash back into the water, I would be concerned that any lake or reservoir might have not enough water, or if it did, it would create a tsunami-like wave effect, taking out innocent bystanders on the shore.
We appreciate you coming on the show tonight, Commander. We value your input. Thank you for your service to our country, and may God bless you. We then had to ask ourselves, did we get the wrong type of skis for active Aiken? Could it be possible that active Aiken was referring to snow skiing up and down a nearby slope of a mountain? And is there a mountain big enough in the state of Ohio for active Aiken to seek out his skiing adventures? We then reached out to a young, anonymous ski lift operator on the slopes of the Sierra Nevada mountains outside South Lake Tahoe, California, and we asked him one question. Could a 400-pound man be lifted up the mountain so he could ski back down?
Simply put, no. The lift that I operate has a 299-pound weight limit, and anyone in excess of that could cause the lift to fail and put people at risk. Not to mention if a 400-pound person got to the top of the mountain and they came back down and they crashed, they could turn into a giant snowball, and it could lead to like a almost an avalanche effect, taking out multiple other skiers and possibly the lodge down below. It would just be too dangerous.
Well, there you have it. It would not be possible for a 400-pound man to get to the top of the mountain on a lift in order to ski back down. Was this all a ruse by Aiken? Was this some kind of a sham? Or some kind of radio shtick? In summation, we have to ask ourselves if a 400-pound man is too large for the weight restrictions on a ski lift to take him up the mountain to snow ski back down, and he is much too heavy for any United States Coast Guard cutter or Navy vessel to hoist out of the water to water ski. What kind of skiing was he doing? Please join us on the next edition of Unsolved Mysteries of the CMS, where we uncover a man who used more prophylactics than anyone could ever possibly afford.